A lot of attitude packed into that guy, a lot of passion. So, they're still staying with the setup. They're still going.
Felt like that was the way, you know, the best meta right now. Best way to play. Right now, Team USA, they don't have to go to that. What they're doing right now is working, which is a huge advantage.
Instantly, the Lucio's removed from the United Kingdom. They've lost their main support of Hydration. Once again, drops in the side door. This time, gets an extra kill with a barrage and removes Smex from his mech. And there's nothing that Boombox can do there. Sinatra costs him, of course, but the Moira doesn't actually have anyone left to heal. And the United Kingdom just haven't had anything going in this round so far. It's already 99%. They can't get back to the point to contest it. And that is about as one-sided as you're going to get.
All right, so check this out. 24 eliminations for Team USA. I know, not overall eliminations, final blows. 0 for the UK. Not ideal.
The UK have 0 kills. They did not eliminate any of the USA.
They never really got in a position to do so. Every time they started to, you know, make an engage, get a push, they would lose one player. And especially that final one where they really had like their only real chance to get to the point, they lose crews early. So you lose the speed boost from the Lucio, you're not even able to make it back.
That's what Sinatra was able to give you, provide to you on that Doomfist. Of course, Rocket Punch is unable to remove, especially, you know, sort of lower healthful heroes in a pinch. All you need to do is punch them into the wall and they're down. So that burst damage aspect is really important. Now, Hydration's on the Sombra here, so obviously if you're familiar with Sombra, he can't be seen until he takes action like he has just now. He's in a great position to scout, to get some information, to relay that back to the rest of the USA team so they can act accordingly.
Interesting comp here for Team USA as well. The Team USA's Widowmaker player, or best Widowmaker player, you would say, is Zachary not in on this map, so you're not going to play Widowmaker here on Ruins, which you usually see a ton of. So they're going to play triple support, and they're going to have, you know, the Winston Diva combination for their tanks with a solo DPS. Sombra isn't really like going in and dealing tons of damage, finishing players off. So they're going to have to play really strong around the point.
You saw what happened there, all right? We saw Sinatra on Brigitte, and now she is relatively close range, despite the fact that the flail is deceptively long. But he moved up and he was immediately stunned by his opposite number, Kib. Obviously on the UK's Brigitte. When you stun her, you can take her out pretty quickly. There's a lot of burst damage available for the UK. So now they're actually going to be able to take the point early on. Fusions is like the man at the door, right? If he sees someone come over the top of his head, he might try and harass them or jump on Sinatra. He knows he'll get stunned quite often by the enemy Brigitte, but he's got such a big health format that he can sort of shrug it off.
Yeah, you already have Boombox with Transcendence. He'll use that. He does not get hit there by that EMP. Has to be around that other side of the wall. Really nice positioning there from Boombox. That is so key. When you know the enemy Sombra has that EMP, you have to hide his Zenyatta. You lose all those shields if you get hit by it. You're not able to use Transcendence. Perfect positioning there from Boombox.
I mean, that's the fight. Oh, you know, Sombra cannot get Boombox inside that. Yes. Boombox so much healing for the rest of his team, and that Sombra's impact is essentially nullified.
And you're already up to 50% on the point here for Team UK. You do have Smex with that self-destruct. You'll be able to stall for a long period of time with that. They're going to use the sound barrier. Is UK.
The problem with that is that Mikey A wasn't affected by that one. He was too far away from the sound barrier, and he was being chased down by Moomer at the time. Boombox now getting pressure down. They know he's the squishiest target on that team, but Moomer's removed. He was the man trying to get aggressive at Smex, so he's in a very clever self-destruct over the top. A 1-for-1 fight, though, was Kib has gone down, and Fusions is on point with Primal Rage and Transcendence. Again, there's going to be a heck of a lot for the UK to work with here.
Fusions actually uses Primal Rage. He gets hacked, so he's not able to jump, get close to some of these targets, just kind of isolate in the corner. This will be Sinatra using another rally. Second of this point as Team USA is starting to fight back.
Now, Sinatra sends Mover forth with a repair pack and give him the extra armor he's going to need as he chases down the remaining UK players, and Hydration has an EMP available. Now, UK don't really want to, partake in a fight where their ability to use any of their moves is taken away. And Hydration will look to try and wrap around behind them, or at least just sort of walk into their backline. And this time, he doesn't have to worry too much about getting Boombox, but he wants to. Raucus goes down early on in the fight, but the boot from Cruz removes his Zenyatta from the USA, and now Mooma gets his own Primal Rage, and this is getting dangerous. He's managed to get all of the UK into such a small space. And those fists are going to be finding their mark.
Such a nice shot there by Mooma to just juggle players around, displace them, try and get them away from that trance, but Boombox with another Transcendence, his third of this round, is able to keep everybody on UK alive.
Huge take.
The point will get flipped. So now Team USA, you have your own Transcendence, you have Sound Barrier. You can have all three support ults, actually. So Sinatra will have his rally here coming in. Just Sound Barrier for the United Kingdom. Mikey A could change this, though, with the big pick.
Fusion's getting a little bit dicey there. He's able to back away before he is removed, and the Sound Barrier was very timely by Cruz, giving the UK that extra health pool at the beginning of the fight to shrug off that initial salvo of damage. Fusion's now hasn't quite found a target to chase after, though. They've already lost Kibs, so the Brigitte is out of the mix. Fusion's finally goes down to Sinatra, and the rest of the crew are set up on the point here. In the nick of time, they reclaim control from the UK.
Hey, you know, USA didn't have to use that Transcendence during that fight, Mitch. That's huge. I mean, you do invest two of these support ults, the Sound Barrier and the rally, and you know, in UK they're losing the fight. You're already at 99%. No reason to invest, whether it's the Primal Rage or the Self-Destruct. That is not a good play, though. Mooma getting caught out there, not able to make it out with his life. Maybe UK can make something out of this.
Yeah, so the EMP was forced to be used by the USA because they'd lost a player. They're defending. So if they, encounter another situation like that where their main tank overextends and gets picked off, they had to hold the point with one less player than the UK. So they had to play their get out of jail free card there in the form of the EMP and say, we need to double down on this fight because we've lost a very important player. And Hydration, as you can see, being semi-transparent, he's not visible right now. He'd love to harass Mikey, who would love to set up on the high ground and claim this perch for his own to get safe damage down, and while Raucus is lucky to get away with that.
Yeah, I mean, Hydration has a lot of different ways he can change this potential last push. Right now, going after Mikey and getting really low, but the health pack comes up just in time.
It's like he was backing up into the health pack. He knew it was there, but he almost missed it. Mikey does go down. Mooma also commits to that engagement. Look at this, he's found himself a Boombox in the backline. That's not good at all. The UK needed Boombox in the fight. The healing was so important, and Mooma finds yet another one. Support seemed to be his diet of choice right now, and he's eating like a king. Across the points, Mex will be desuited. Kib has to commit himself to the point, but he's on his own. The rally now to come out for a little bit of extra health, but it's not enough to buffer against the damage of the USA. 99 to 99, and overtime is getting close to ticking down. The UK are forced just to drift onto the point. It's not a very convincing resistance from the Brits, but now the drop down will be from Fusions. He's switched over to Wrecking Ball. A lot of health, a lot of mobility, but it's going to be tough for him to retake control of the point, and as soon as he leaves it, map 1 is done.
Now you look at the stats, this first map doesn't really look that close, but UK really brought it on that second point on Ruins. They were able to make it a game. That first control point, though, Team USA was dominant. You look at Hydration and Space